Hey everybody, Pat Armstrong here with the newest edition of Increase, the lifestyle vlog for men and the women who love them. And here we are today out in my garage slash library slash office slash man cave, whatever you want to call it. Serves a lot of different purposes. And you know, the premise of this whole video channel is just as I always say when we start, is the lifestyle vlog for men and the women who love them. But really it's for everybody who wants to try to grow to be more of a well-rounded individual. So that's why we do topics on four main things of growing mentally, growing physically, growing spiritually, and growing socially. And I like to shoot when I do the videos on growing mentally, I like to shoot those from my office slash library here, because again, a lot of knowledge for me is actually learned right here in this room. So anyway, so that's why we're shooting in this location here today. But you know, in many people's minds, Social Security is the most important program the federal government operates. In 2017, 1 in 6 Americans received benefits which totaled nearly $1 trillion. And over half of all Americans contributed a chunk of their income through payroll taxes to help secure their own future retirement. But because of how large it is, Social Security is often misunderstood. From the rumors the program is running out of money to claims that politicians are diverting its cash, myths and questions about Social Security abound. So in today's video, we'll try to tackle many of the misconceptions of Social Security to help you better understand how the program works and how to make the most of what it has to offer. So as of November 2018, before COVID-19, job furloughs, and stimulus checks, these were the facts regarding your Social Security. So number one, Social Security is not going bankrupt. At the moment, you could say the opposite. The Social Security trust funds are near an all-time high. The program really is in good shape right now, but we know it has a long-term financial problem. For decades, Social Security collected more money than it paid out in benefits. The surplus money collected from payroll taxes each year got invested in Treasury securities. But today, the trust fund's reserves are worth about $2.89 trillion. But as the birth rate has fallen and more boomers retire, the ratio of workers to Social Security recipients is changing. 2018 was a tipping point. The program will need to dip into its reserves to pay full benefits from this point forward, minus any changes to the program. It's now forecast that the trust fund reserves could be exhausted by 2034. Even if that happens, Social Security won't be bankrupt. The program will continue to pay benefits, but at a rate of 79% of what recipients expected to receive. But if the goal is to keep benefits at their current levels, the sooner funding issues are addressed, the better. The reason is simple. The earlier you make needed adjustments, the less dramatic they need to be. The longer we wait to fix Social Security funding, the more the costs will be paid by the younger generations, either on the tax side or the benefits. Number two, Congress probably won't take up Social Security reform anytime soon. Several members of Congress have proposed legislation to address the program's long-term funding issues, but given the deep political divide in Washington, it's unlikely Congress will make any effort to reform Social Security until there is the possibility of bipartisan support. Because Social Security is so important, we need to be really thoughtful and deliberate about how to make change. And we want a bipartisan consensus because we want the change to last. There are concerns that the tax cuts passed in late 2017, and now all the concerns surrounding the coronavirus, that these things could lead some lawmakers to look for places where they might cut spending. Unfortunately, because of these things, the stage has been set to take another run at Social Security. Control of Congress plays a key role in how Social Security's funding is addressed. Some ideas to reform funding are starting to take shape. One proposal is to either raise or eliminate the wage cap on how much income is subject to the Social Security payroll tax. In 2019, that cap was $132,900, which means that any amount a worker earns beyond that is not taxed. Remove that cap and higher income earners would contribute far more to the system. Other options lawmakers might consider include either raising the percentage rate or the payroll tax, or raising the age for full retirement benefits. Number 4, lawmakers do not raid the trust fund. Another common myth about Social Security is the belief that Congress or the President use trust fund dollars to pay for other federal expenses, such as education, defense, or economic programs. But it's just simply not true. The money remaining after the Social Security Administration has paid benefits and other expenses is invested directly into U.S. Treasury securities. The government can use the money from those securities, but it has to pay the money back with interest. Congress does get to determine each year how much the Social Security Administration spends on administrative costs, which includes staffing at field offices and call centers. In the most recent fiscal year, the Social Security Administration got an increase of $480 million, which raised the agency's administrative budget to more than $12 billion. Number 5, many believe it can be run better. As you would expect, the Social Security Administration is a big operation, with more than 60,000 employees and 1,200 field offices around the country. With the rapid increase in the number of retirees, the agency has struggled to keep up. There aren't enough resources to take care of all the people now, and another 10,000 people turn 65 every day. A recent audit showed that average wait times at field offices increased 32% between 2010 and 2017. So for example, during that same period, the number of visitors who had to wait over an hour to be seen at a field office nearly doubled. Number 6, your Social Security benefits can be taxed. If you have other income in addition to Social Security, you might have to pay federal taxes on your benefits. Single filers whose combined annual income exceeds $34,000 might pay income tax on up to 85% of their Social Security benefits. Couples filing jointly may pay tax on up to 85% if their combined income tops $44,000. And the following 13 states tax Social Security benefits depending on different variables. And they are Colorado, Connecticut, Kansas, Minnesota, Missouri, Montana, Nebraska, New Mexico, North Dakota, Rhode Island, Utah, Vermont, and West Virginia. Number 7, Social Security is not meant to be a retiree's sole source of income. The Social Security Administration says if you have average earnings, the program's retirement benefit will replace only about 40% of your pre-retirement wages. Nevertheless, 26% of those 65 and over who receive a monthly Social Security benefit live with families that depend on it for almost all of their retirement income. And 50% of them say their families depend on Social Security for at least half of their income. Number 8, the purchasing power of Social Security is diminishing. Every year, the Social Security Administration issues cost of living adjustments, which is an annual adjustment that beneficiaries receive to help their monthly checks keep up with inflation. However, the formula used to calculate the cost of living adjustment does not fully account for the medical cost of an average older American. These costs have been increasing faster than other goods and services. An average American 55 and older spends about 27% more annually on health care costs than the overall population, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. Number 9, you can work and get Social Security. But beware, the agency will withhold some of your benefits if you are younger than full retirement age and your earned income exceeds a certain limit. In 2019, the threshold on your earnings is $17,640. Make more than that and the government will temporarily withhold $1 from your benefits for every $2 earned over the cap. You will receive this money eventually in the form of higher benefits once you hit your full retirement age. If you wait until full retirement age to start drawing Social Security, you can work as much as you like and your benefits won't be reduced. Number 10, Social Security has gone digital. The U.S. Treasury Department has moved away from sending out paper checks in favor of electronic payments. The Social Security Administration also has set up an online portal called My Social Security where you can track your benefits. People are encouraged to go to the website, and I'll put the address in the description below, but people are encouraged to set up an account. It will help prevent scammers from setting up an account in your name and possibly stealing your benefits. For more information on that, check out this video on fraud and identity theft. Number 11, Social Security is not just a retirement program. There are 4 main types of Social Security benefits: retirement, disability, dependent, and survivor. Sometimes a person can qualify for more than one of these. However, Social Security generally will only pay one benefit at a time to a person. When filing for benefits, you should make sure to ask about your eligibility for other benefits. And if there is a change in your family status, such as the death of the breadwinner, you should inform the Social Security Administration of his or her death and ask if you or other family members are now eligible for additional survivor or dependent benefits. Number 12, most people get back more than they put in. Are you worried that the money taken out of your check to fund Social Security will never come back to you? Over the years, studies have shown that most people receive more in benefits than they paid into the program. The Urban Institute issues reports that estimate how much people are paying into the program and what they are likely to receive in retirement benefits. The reports can be reviewed at urban.org, and again, I'll put the address in the description below. As a general matter, married couples are more likely to get back more than they contributed than single people. And both low-income and high-income people may receive more dollars from the program over a lifetime than the amount of money they contributed. So there you have it. 12 things you may or may not have known about your Social Security. So if you like this video and you found it informative, don't forget to drop me a like down below and be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, be sure to ring the bell so you'll automatically be notified when the next video is available. And don't forget, share these videos with those that you feel could benefit from the information here. And so that's it for this video today, and hopefully we'll see you in the next one.